So hey guys, this is Vishit and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we are going to talk about the CSV module. So we are going to see how to read uh, a CSV file using Python. So if you don't know about CSV file stands for comma separated values. So I have a small CSV file with me, which is like a trimmed down version of a book dataset. So this is like a CSV file. So what's the specialty about CSV file? It's like comma separated values. As you can see here, we have one line and all the values are separated by comma. So what CSV says that, okay, this is a particular data field, this is another field, and this is another field. Okay, and like this, we can see in the second line also, this is one field, this is another field, and this is another field. So this is how like a CSV file differs from a normal file. So you can access in terms of rows and columns in a CSV file. So let's see actually how to work with CSV. So first of all, let me open my, this is like an empty folder over here. So let's open my Jupyter notebook. So my Jupyter notebook environment is almost ready. I hope you guys know how to use Jupyter Notebook. If not, I will make a video in the future. So first thing I should, yeah, just toggle this line number. I do it so that you can see which line we are working on. Okay. So if you don't toggle it, there won't be any line numbers. Anyways, right, let's toggle this. So now what we will do, first I check generally that where my current directory is. So I do pwd. Okay, this gives me, okay, I am inside desktop CSV tutorial. Okay, and let's import the CSV module. Now CSV dot, uh, first we need to open the file with open. Maybe we want to read our book.csv. Okay, let's see book.csv, and we have to pass the mode. We will pass R means read mode. There are multiple modes. Okay, like if you pass R, it means it's in read mode. If you pass W, it's in write mode. And if you pass uh, A, which is append mode. Okay, we'll speak about this modes later. So we want to read this file, so we will open it as read mode. Okay. Then we have to pass a file. Maybe we will give a proper variable name, CSV file. Okay. So now what this line does, okay, it says, please open my books.csv file, and who is going to refer this book.csv file, which is this particular variable. This will be a file object which will point towards my file, this particular file. Now, how we can read it? Let's see. So CSV file reader equal to CSV dot cs dot read. So by the way, if you don't know, in Jupyter we can use tab and we can autocomplete stuff. Like it will predict us with functions. For example, if I am over here and if I press dot and if I press tab, it will show all the particular functions that are present. So we can use reader, and this is a function which says that we want to read a CSV file, and we have to pass the file object inside this. Okay, pretty straight. Now, one thing we can see, this is our working directory. This is our Jupyter notebook file that we are currently working on. But now if you look carefully, that book.csv file is not present over here. Okay, so let's see what happens if this CSV file is not present over here and we are trying to read a file that is not present. So if we do this, and if we press shift and enter to execute, what it says, file not found error. Okay, so it says no such file book.csv. So pretty straightforward. It's saying that there is no file such as book.csv. So what we need to do, we need to copy this file. So I'll take book.csv, I'll copy this. Let's copy this and I will paste it over here. I think pretty simple. Then I'll open my Jupyter notebook, which is over here, and we can check whether the CSV file is came or not. So for that, by the way, I'm using a lot of shortcuts. If you have any issue, what you can do, you can come over here, cell, and insert cell above, insert cell below. Generally, I'm using this shortcuts A and B. Okay, so if this is green, that means you are in edit mode. You have to press escape. It should be in blue. Now insert cell above. Okay, now you can check. You can do exclamation ls and we can see, okay, we have two files present over here, book.csv. So book.csv is present now. Okay, so now if we execute, if we come over here and if we execute this, if I do run, okay, it says no such file or directory. Why it is saying that again? Let's again run it from first. Okay, it should not say this now. I think we have to restart the kernel. Let's restart the kernel. I think, yeah, it's restarted. Now if we come over here, we run this. If we come over here, if we run this, no such file or book. Oh, I got it, the issue. The file name is not matching. It's books.csv. Okay, it should be books.csv. Now it should work. Now if I press run, see, no error. So let's see what this CSV file and what this CSV file reader is actually. So let's print things out. So if we print CSV file and if we print CSV file reader over here, shift and enter. So as you can see, this is a CSV file. Okay, this is not a CSV file. This is a file pointer. Okay, this is like just a file pointer. Okay, this is printing the text input output driver. This is like a file pointer. It's pointing towards a file. And see, the mode is R, which just means it's opened as a read mode. And encoding is something CP1252. Generally, we provide encoding as UTF-8. We'll talk about that encoding later. So this is like a file object for simplicity's sake, and this is like a CSV reader object. Okay, so our CSV file reader, this is our CSV module has a function called as reader, which is reading this particular file. Now, if I do for line in CSV file reader, and if I print line, like line, you can see we got our lines. Let me comment these two lines because we don't need them. I just wanted to demonstrate you what these two variables are actually. They are objects pointing to files. This is like a file object. This is a CSV file object. So now you can see we are able to see lines. Can we verify it? Yes, we can verify. We are having 4 lines. Also, we are having 4 lines. So the first one, this is like the book ID. And this is like the book name. And this is the author name. Pretty simple. Now the speciality about CSV is that you can see clearly over here. So it separated out all the values which are having commas. So for example, you can see in CSV we have commas, right? Now it separated out this value. It separated out 1. It separated out the Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, this part, and it separated out J.K. Rowling. So that's the speciality about CSV files. Now we can actually index this. This is actually a list. How we can verify that? We can type and we can verify this. See, this is the list. Now, what if we want the name of the books only? It's pretty simple. If we come over here and give one, Python is zero-based indexing. So this is the zeroth index, this is the first index, this is the second index. Okay. And if we do shift enter, see, we are getting the names of the book. Now, if we want to get the author, we have to give two and we'll get the author name. Pretty simple. Now, you can see clearly this is one, this is an integer, but this is read as a string. So you have to be careful because while reading a file is always read as string type. So this is actually string. These are all strings. You can see the quotations over here, right? Quotations over here. So these are all strings. And one more thing, this is like we use a lot. For example, the encoding part. Let's give an encoding to it. And I'll tell you in a very small way what an encoding thing will do. So now if we print this to objects, you can see encoding is UTF-8. So UTF-8 contains all the characters that we want, like zero numbers. It has a small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, and many more letters. It has many more characters. It has. But if you want to include smileys, then like Unicode, then maybe our own languages, maybe Hindi or maybe Bengali or maybe Kannada, anything, any Indian languages or any other languages like Russian, Japan, or anything. So for that, we should be having a different set of encoding. So encoding says that what type of characters this file will contain. So we give a UTF-8. So just remember, encoding should be UTF-8. We'll speak about encoding later in upcoming videos. So now we can see our object as this is a file pointer. Okay, name is books.csv, and the type of mode is read mode, that is R, and encoding is UTF-8. And I have also shown you what happens if this file is not there. For example, if this book.csv is not present and we are, if we come over here, it will tell that no such file is present. You can handle this using try except something like that, but maybe those things in a later video. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys found something interesting. And if you have any kind of issue, do ping me in the comment section. I'm just checking the comments. If you have faced any kind of errors or you don't know how I have configured Jupyter and anything, just ping me in the comments. I will help you definitely. And that's it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the upcoming video.